In a world where we're bombarded with massive amounts of information, it's important to know we can tell the difference between what is real and what is fake.
But a new study by a local education company is discouraging. A significant number of college-educated people could not detect false information. So what can schools do to help change that? It's tonight's Eye on Education.
Get all your evidence bagged and tagged. Remember, before we leave here,
Sam Gary's a senior at Woburn High School in his forensics class.
just make sure you write down your agency. For chain of custody, who is it from?
One of 60 new classes added in just the last 4 years.
I think critical thinking should be integrated into every course in every high school.
Jeff Flanders, the CEO of Waltham-based MindEdge, an education and technology company, says a recent digital literacy test of 1,000 college-educated Americans revealed unsettling results. What is the most shocking number to you?
I think the fact that so many people are unable to distinguish between advertising and news is disturbing. They don't pay enough attention to the source of material. They just immediately assume that it's bona fide when it's on social media.
In fact, Flanders says 69% of the 1,000 college-educated Americans who took the survey failed when answering questions about real and fake news stories. Of that number, 74% of millennials failed, 58% of baby boomers failed as well.
We had anticipated some improvement in the numbers, and the fact that they actually deteriorated from year to year with all the attention to the question of fake news was a bit of a surprise.
Jeff adds that high schools need to teach courses like forensics that will help students learn critical thinking skills by going over the scientific method, learning about evidence and proof before they come to a conclusion, and that will ultimately help them in the workplace.
Here at Woburn High, many of the things that we've talked about are being put into practice.
Right, so we saw the forensics class. They do a lot of media learning here. These are the kinds of courses that are going to have to be integrated into every high school in America. And that leads to another piece, soft skills.
We constantly hear from employers who tell us that they get technically skilled employees but who don't relate well to others, can't manage well, and that's a problem.
So working on teams, as Sam does in this yearbook class, will also become essential.
I definitely hear a lot of good feedback from students about, these new classes coming in and how much they feel like they're going to help them in the future.
Woburn High School Principal Jessica Callanan, a former Army officer, says schools must meet this challenge.
I think it's what educators are thinking about the most these days is how we best prepare students for different opportunities that we may not know exist yet after high school.
And there's another interesting thing about the study, that this shows a real generational divide. Millennials said they were more likely to believe a story if it had gone viral, and baby boomers were less likely to believe it.
It's really interesting. I'm technically considered a millennial, but if something goes viral, I'm immediately suspicious. I want to know where it came from. Was it framed? Was it set up in some way? And I think it's just the job we do. We see how many times these stories fall through.
It's true. It's important to teach these skills right from that age.
Very cool.